If I could go back in time, I wouldn't tell my 20-year-old self to work harder or follow your passion. I'd give him 5 warnings, 5 pieces of advice that would have saved me a decade of struggle and probably made me a millionaire by 30.
See, at 20, I thought I knew everything. I had this perfect color-coded plan. But that plan led to burnout at work, 2 failed side hustles, and an insane amount of wasted time. This letter is the conversation I wish someone had had with me back then. We're going to cover the lies you're told about money, the myth of the dream job, and the single most counterintuitive piece of advice that frankly is the real secret to getting ahead. And we're starting with the biggest mistake I ever made.
Lesson number 1. Stop making 10-year plans. At 20, I had my whole life mapped out in a spreadsheet. I was dreaming of glorious corporate jobs, living in a big city, everything. And because of that, I once turned down a strange little startup job offer because it felt not fancy enough, according to my plan. That company sold for $45 million 5 years later. My rigid plan had literally blinded me to a golden opportunity. I would tell my 20-year-old self that instead of a 10-year map, you need a 1 or 2 year compass. The only question that matters is, will this next step give me more valuable skills and more options in 12 to 24 months? That's it. Focus on building options, not following a script. And that obsession with planning leads directly to the second lie you're told.
Lesson number 2. The dream job is a trap. I spent most of my 20s chasing a prestigious title. I wanted the business card, the corner office, the thing that would make people go, ooh, at parties. I finally got it, and I was miserable. I was just a highly paid cog in someone else's machine, following their orders, executing their vision. The dream job was actually a nightmare. And I'm not alone. I've talked to a number of seemingly successful corporate types over the years, and many of them feel more trapped than free by their fancy titles. The real goal isn't to find the dream job, it's to build the skills that allow you to create your own job, whether that's inside a company or on your own. Stop chasing titles and start collecting skills like they're gold. Soft skills, hard skills. Ask people living the lives you want one day for what skills will be the most useful to build. This leads to the next lesson, another hard truth.
Lesson number 3. Nobody cares, so work in public. At 20, I thought that if I just worked hard in private, someone important would eventually discover me and reward me. I waited for years. Nobody ever came. The world is too busy to notice potential. It only notices proof. You have to stop hiding your work until it's perfect. Write online, build a small project, share your process on social media. When you work in public, you create your own luck. People can't give you an opportunity if they don't know you exist. But it gets deeper than that. Which brings me to maybe the most important advice.
Lesson number 4. Your greatest weakness is your secret weapon. For years, I was deeply insecure about being an introvert. I thought to be successful, I had to be this loud, charismatic networker. I tried, and I failed miserably, was exhausting and felt empty. It wasn't until my 30s that I realized my introversion wasn't a weakness, it was a superpower. It meant I was a better listener. It meant I could focus deeply for hours. It meant I built fewer but much stronger relationships in my life and career. I stopped trying to fix my weakness and started using it as my edge. Whatever you think is holding you back right now, whether you're too weird, too quiet, too analytical, I promise you it is the source of your greatest strength. Stop fighting it. Lean into it. If you feel like these qualities weigh you down, find an environment where you are celebrated. Find the people who think you are funny instead of weird, caring instead of too quiet, smart instead of too analytical. And that brings me to the final thing I'd tell my 20-year-old self, the idea that ties all of this together. Lesson number 5. Success isn't a goal you reach, it's a system you build. Look at everything we talked about. Ditching the 10-year plan, focusing on skills instead of a dream job, working in public, using your weakness as a strength. These are not separate tips. They are all parts of a single system. A system designed to make you anti-fragile. A system where you win no matter what life throws at you. At 20, I was desperately trying to find the treasure map to success. I should have been learning how to build a ship. The map can become outdated overnight, but the ship
can navigate any storm and take you anywhere you want to go. What is one piece of advice you give your younger self? Write it in the comments so that we can all learn together. And if this video challenged how you think about success, hit subscribe. We're throwing out the old rule book every single week.